Vikings and 49ers game observations. All hands on deck and upset when Jordan Addison found himself at the center of contested catches that proved monumental on Monday Night Football, a gritty yet flashy 22-17 victory by the Vikings over the 49ers. The Vikings rookie receiver was targeted at Minnesota's third play of the game, but 49ers cornerback Charvarius Ward ripped the ball away for an interception just 3 snaps into the game. Fast forward to the end of the second quarter, and Addison wound up snatching the ball away from Ward. He spun and kept his feet at the 35 before sprinting to the zone and crossing the goal line with 7 seconds remaining. The finish to the play was clutch because the Vikings were out of timeouts and would not have been able to get to the line and spike the ball to stop the clock had Addison been tackled. Addison finished with 123 yards and 2 touchdowns on 7 catches for his first career game with 100-plus receiving yards. After Justin Jefferson suffered his hamstring injury in Week 5 against the Chiefs, Cousins said, "Jordan is the real deal. We hit on that draft pick." It was a vote of confidence from the veteran quarterback towards the rookie before Cousins went on to credit Minnesota's skill group with being as good as I've ever been with. Cousins worked his way through the lineup, completing passes to 9 different teammates. Addison was targeted 10 times but left the game in third quarter with cramps. TJ Hawkinson also dealt with calf injury in first half and had his ankle rolled up on from behind while making a block but returned both times, more in his night below. Brandon Powell added 4 catches for 64 yards, KJ Osborne caught 5 passes for 47 yards, and Cam Akers added 2 receptions for 30 yards. Tristan Jackson, who had been elevated from the practice squad, recorded his first career reception for a gain of 8 on 3rd and 12 that allowed Greg Joseph to attempt and make a 54-yard field goal for a 22-14 lead with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Here are 4 more observations from the game. 1. Movie a quick sequel. Cameron Bynum high-pointed Brock Purdy's final pass on the night to snag his second interception of the game. He often says movie to say his life is a movie and turned a sequel in the nick of time Monday. Bynum prevented a pass thrown to Purdy to Ray McCloud at the 22-yard line, allowing Minnesota to line up in victory formation with 25 seconds remaining and halt a drive that began at the San Francisco 40-yard line after a missed 50-yard field goal attempt by Greg Joseph with 1:11 remaining in the game. Bynum also ended San Francisco's previous possession, snagging a pass down the middle of the field at Minnesota's 30-yard line with 5:30 remaining and a 22-17 lead. 2. Tight ends represent. Hawkinson finished 11 catches for 86 yards on the 12 targets and made multiple key blocks, showing out for the continuation of National Tight Ends Day. The holiday began in San Francisco in 2018 when George Kittle was mic'd up. It was an empty-the-bucket effort from Hawkinson. Kittle also played well, adding 5 catches for 78 yards. 3. Cousins hangs tough. Will Cousins' critics give him his due this time? If not for this one, they never will. He was on fire, completing 35 of 45 passes for 378 yards with 2 touchdowns and the 1 interception for a passer rating of 107.2. The stats could have been even greater if not for a couple of really near misses, or I guess they could have been worse had Addison not been able to secure the remarkable catch. Anywho, Cousins represented a top 10 chain after the game before participating in an on-field interview with ESPN's Monday Night Football broadcast. He deftly navigated the pocket and withstood pressure time again. He extended plays and didn't rush throws, waiting for receivers to flash open. Credit Minnesota's offensive line as well, and Minnesota's plan to avoid a potentially devastating rush group of the 49ers that did not sack the quarterback. 4. Defense opens and closes with key stops. In addition to slamming the door shut, the Vikings defense also rallied to force a turnover the first time the group took the field. San Francisco gained possession at the Minnesota 48-yard line and after the Ward interception, but the Vikings got the ball back 5 plays later. Bynum and Harrison Smith tackled Christian McCaffrey in the red zone and the ball popped out. Dean Lowry recovered the ball at the 11-yard line and Minnesota's offense responded by driving 89 yards on 10 plays for a 7-0 lead with 4:48 left in the first quarter. It was the first touchdown allowed by the Niners in a first quarter this season.